One last time, we're going to review the career of Claudine Gay and how glad we are she's gone from Harvard. Oops, she's still there. I guess this is the last time we're going to talk about it. Claudine Gay is gone as president of Harvard, and the fallout is weird. And here's what I mean by that. She started getting a lot of attention when she spoke before Congress and would not condemn in public, on the air, in front of the House, while she was being questioned. Elise Stefanik, one of my favorites, Republican from New York, was questioned her and said, will you condemn the call for genocide against Jews and Israelis? Will you condemn it as being contrary to the bullying and harassment policy at Harvard? And Claudine Gay, in one of the stupidest public speeches of all time, said, well, it depends on the context. And Elise Stefanik looked at her and goes, no, it doesn't. There is no context where killing people could possibly be okay. You should resign. Well, she didn't. And then people started looking at her academic track record. And it turns out, and you and I have talked about this, she is a world-class plagiarist. She stole like crazy from other people's scholarly work. And when she got attacked for it, she said it was because of her race. And it was racism.
Because Barry, really quick, if you're black, you can steal. You've seen the flash mobs. It's okay. It doesn't matter what the item is. If you steal something and you're black, what's the problem?
There's a problem with the narrative. The majority of the people she stole from were black scholars, and they're furious, and they should be mad.
Yes, they should be.
And she stole like whole parts of it. Cut, paste, submit for her master's and her doctorate. So finally, after the board of Harvard, they call it the Harvard Corporation, unanimously backed her, the outcries got so big, it was finally the money that did it. And you're right. The donors said, we don't want her as president of our school. She's a hate monger. She has no backbone. She won't stand up for right and wrong. And she's a plagiarist. And undergraduates at Harvard steal one line from somebody else. They're out.
They're done. One line.
There's over 50 charges now of plagiarism. So she finally resigned because of racism. Yeah, right. And Harvard kept her on at the same salary as a teacher as she was making as president, $900,000 a year. And Harvard kept her on instead of booting her out in the street where she belongs.
Well, soon as the people that were not, that, stopped their donating to Harvard, as soon as they realize that she's still there, they're going to keep their money from there. It's going to be more money. All they're doing is pushing the envelope. Let's see how far we can push this. $1 billion. They lost $1 billion. Okay, you kind of have to step down. And like I said before, they got her to step down. Let's just get you to step down until things get settled down and things get quiet. And then we can look back, maybe later on. But as of right now, we've got to get this to be the topic that everyone is talking about, because we lost $1 billion and we're going to lose more.
So they blame it on racism and people go, yeah, I knew it because she's black.
Yeah, because she's black. And, I told you, Barry, as soon as this came out, the only reason why she's still there is because she's black. That's the only reason why. All the other women that were there, and Barry, it was the most easiest question you can answer. We do not condone violence across the board. And be done with it.
If she would have said that, she'd still be president.
And be done with it. We do not condone violence across the board. That's it. Regardless if I like the person or not, we don't condone the violence. That would have been it. But they couldn't do that because they are condoning the violence against Jewish people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And good riddance, Claudine Gay. And now I'm ready for the last shoe to drop, which is the president of MIT, who wouldn't condemn calls for genocide because of context. You know, you made an interesting comment a couple weeks ago, and I think you're right. I've really thought a lot about it. You said it's as if all three of the presidents, all female, gave the exact same answers because they were all coached by the same attorney, that it all depends on context. Well, now two of the three are gone, and now we're waiting for MIT to kick that lady out too.
Yeah, because the pressure is going to come down. Because, but Claudia Gay, she needs to be removed completely. She shouldn't have any. And to my understanding, she's a professor over the DEI at Harvard. Really? That's like real fitting. That's real fitting. They're going to include everyone but Jewish people in that case, right?
Right.
And she's going to be saying, because it's your fault that I'm not president any longer. So she's going to have resentment. There's going to be retaliation against those students that she has. Right. And then MIT, they're going to become on the spotlight. And before it becomes something, I believe that they're going to get her to step down. So we're not going to go the same route as Claudia Gay. We're going to have to. I'm surprised that she hadn't stepped down already.
She deserves to get the boot. Yes. And Claudia Gay shouldn't be teaching anywhere.
Exactly. Not even at a preschool changing diapers.
She ought to get a big lesson in thou shalt not steal somebody else's academic work.
Exactly.